don't want to be a nameless man in a dress.
Totally.
I think that we deserve a lot more than that. So, I mean, I think there's a lot more that can be done, and we're working towards that.
And you have a platform for it. Definitely.
It's like little by little, as we get integrated more into the mainstream, it's like, I don't want to be integrated in the mainstream so that I can be, you know, just another normal person. I want to be integrated into the mainstream so that I can be respected for what I do as an artist.
Yeah.
And not have it boil down to being a man in a dress and isn't that quirky and weird, you know? Because I've seen some really beautiful artwork done by drag queens and like some really amazing performance art. And just because we choose drag as our medium to like work with doesn't mean that we're any less of a performer, any less of an artist, or any less of a celebrity as anyone else on the red carpet.
Oh, now you're making me feel guilty for my little
no,
joke. Oh, what the fuck?
I was using that as an example. Yeah, because you know, like I don't know. Some of the things that come out of Alaska are so like they're so creative and so wonderful and stuff that you know, like you can't say that that's not any, you know, not as valid of an art form as anyone else out these days. You know, I know way too many celebrities out there who are just famous for being messy, bitchy, bratty, like celebutantes.
Right.
You know, what are they contributing to our culture?
That's a good point.
At least we're expanding the minds of our community, showing people that gender is in the eye of the beholder,
right.
That, you know, like self-expression it's an art form. It's not, you know, it's not something that your society has to dictate for you.
And I love that message. That's kind of been the whole goal of this radio show for the past 4 years, to break stereotypes. It's for real, for fun, for everyone. You know, I'm a legally educated, masculine gay dude that collects comic books and likes really nasty twink porn. I mean, you can't put people in a box. And I think, you know, and do something that can speak to everyone. And just if people want to be entertained, it doesn't matter if you're gay or straight or a drag queen or anything else. I had a question about your narcolepsy. Okay.
It's fake. It's a put on for the TV.
No. I wish it were fake. I wish it were something I could just like do as a joke, but
when you have a bout of it coming on, about how soon before you need to crash do you know it's coming?
Right
and do you just need the power? That'd be great.
It's not the only times that it's ever been like a light switch, you know, like how they do it in like that movie Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah. That's everyone's impression.
Rouge.
Or Moulin Rouge. Like that is like the most extreme. People do have that extreme of cases of narcolepsy, but that's a very small percentage of the narcoleptic population experience it at that level. And the majority of the narcoleptic population experience it like how I do, where, you know, you start to get mentally, emotionally fatigued, and then it feels like you've taken a handful of sleeping pills and you need to find the nearest couch. You know, the only times I've ever gone out like a light is when I almost was in a car wreck. I went out like a light. And one time there was really bad turbulence on the airplane and I went out like a light.
That sounds like a serious story. Do you have any funny, embarrassing narcoleptic stories?
Oh, when I was playing Tybalt in Romeo and Juliet, Tybalt dies, and then later the actor playing Tybalt has to be in the mausoleum with Juliet, you know. And so my only job in Act 2 was, or Act 3, whatever it was to lie down in the mausoleum and pretend to be dead. And I fell asleep on stage and missed my curtain call. Like they just kept clapping and like the rest of the actors kept gesturing toward me, but I never woke up. So I just Tybalt stayed sleeping there for the rest of the night.
Are a lot of narcoleptics cokeheads because like they need the extra energy? Not you, but I'm just asking. Like, is that an easy solution to the problem?
I hear what's most abused for self-medication for narcolepsy is Adderall. Does about the same thing, but I choose to treat my sleeping self rather than my waking self more, because like narcolepsy, when
she has two subs. She's crazy.
One of the things that cause like the most symptoms for a narcoleptic is that they don't fall into deep recuperative sleep at night. They stay in REM cycle sleep all night long.
Yeah.
So I like to smoke a joint before bed so that I sleep a little deeper, and then that makes my symptoms a little less the next day. But I'm also from Seattle, so I can do that with a little bit less prejudice.
Let's see, what else did I have? My last question for you guys. What's your favorite cartoon as a kid? Favorite cartoon as a kid?
I first masturbated to Bruno the Kid, so that's, that.
I loved the show Darkwing Duck because his girlfriend
Let's
in that
get
show
dangerous.
was Morgana, who was like based off of Elvira. She was
When
Duck
there's
Elvira.
trouble, you call DW.
Yeah.
Sickening.
Yeah, I loved Morgana the Duck. I wanted to be Morgana the Duck. I had this red Afghan that I would wear around the house because it looked like her big like drapey dress. I loved it.
And there was like a random cameo by Duckwing McQuack.
Duckwing McQuack.
No, Launchpad McQuack.
The whole Duckverse in those cartoons was so convoluted and intertwined. It was beautiful.
Right. Well, it spun off of DuckTales, which spun off of everything else. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for giving me your time. Thank you, and congratulations on making the final 3. And it was an absolute pleasure getting to meet you. I hope we get to hang out and see you some more this weekend and do a shot with you or something.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you for showing us
Thank
your
you.
butt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mwah. Bye.
Okay.
You are gay.
I'm ruined on the air. I'm ruined in this.
How are you ruined on the air? How are you ruined on the air?
You made me look like an idiot.
What goes in and out of my mouth is my own responsibility, and I do who I please, and I please who I do. Okay? Okay.
Gorgeous. And fabulous. We here in Outlet Orlando give that 1, 2, 3. Gorgeous. This is fabulous. I absolutely love it. Didn't go to sleep, went to court, and now I'm very, very legal.
Yay! That was the gayest arms I've ever seen to express that. Now I'm very, very legal.
It's a talk and entertainment show. I host it. I wanted to be entertaining to all people, gay, straight, young, old. I happen to be gay. You know, I don't want to do a radio show where it's us versus them mentality. We're one human family.
And the more you tout yourself around town as the happy homo, I mean, that's just great. That's f***ing great. I hate the word homo. I can't stand it. If someone calls someone gay, it's one thing. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate that show. I hate everything about it.
Can you get over the friggin' name of the pig and pat me in the back for matching the funds? No, because we're matching the funds in Out Loud Orlando, the Homo Happy Hour, raising money for a good cause. Because get over it. It's such a good idea. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're passionate about it. You're passionate about AIDS education because you hate AIDS pig. You would buy a shirt that says, I hate the AIDS pig.
No.
Yes, you would.
Goddess warrior princess Xena style.
It's,
It's all
Outlet Orlando, ruining lives all across America.
on a daily basis.
Got any poppers?
I'm not saying that.
I'm like lobbing up beach balls for you to like come back with, you know, your sniper rifle of ha-ha. Dating the same guy.
Oh, that just came out.
Wait, what?
Look around you. Everything the light touches is gay.
Out Loud Orlando, the Homo Happy Hour.
Of course.